The results for the final test: Mr. McKay, 14,528 points. Mr. O'Toole, 19,271 points. Erin O'Toole is the new leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. Congratulations, Mr. O'Toole.
Félicitations, Monsieur O'Toole.
Technical glitches may have delayed results for several hours Sunday night, but the Conservative Party of Canada has their new leader. MP for Durham Region Erin O'Toole won on third ballot, leaving Peter MacKay in second. Wellington-Halton Hills MP Michael Chong says it was a good win for O'Toole.
Erin won convincingly last night. He won with 57% of the vote on the final ballot, so I think he's got a strong mandate to take the party forward. That's different than last time when we were looking at a very narrow margin of, I think it was 51% to 49%. So it's a convincing win, and I'm excited about the new leader. I'm excited about the fact that we're now out of limbo, and now we have a clear course ahead of us that we're going to chart in the fall and going into the next election.
We must continue to point out Liberal failings and corruption, but we must also show Canadians our vision for a stronger, prosperous, and more united Canada. Canada can and must do better.
In his speech, O'Toole not only promised to keep the Liberal government accountable, he also outlined a strong vision for the party's future, which Chong says is well underway.
When we compare the federal Conservative Party to the other federal parties, we've raised more money in the last quarter than any other party. The leadership candidates raised a record amount of money during a pandemic and during some very difficult economic times. And in the last election, we won the most number of votes across the country. We won the greatest percentage of the popular vote. So Erin inherits a party that's in very strong position to take on this Liberal government and win in the next election. So I'm happy that he's inherited this party in such a strong position. That said, I'm equally happy that he's acknowledged that that's not good enough, that we need to grow, that we need to increase our appeal to a broader group of Canadians.
Now that the leader has been chosen, Chong says there are two main priorities O'Toole should work on in order to be successful in the next election.
The first is we need to unify the party. After an election leadership contest, it's always the number one task of a leader to unify the party. Leadership contests are bruising, they're family feuds, and the new leader has to unite the various factions of the party into a united whole. That's the first thing he needs to do. The second thing he needs to do is he needs to come forward with a positive vision for Canadians that broadens the appeal of the party beyond what we got in the last election. So we need to have credible policies on the environment, we need to have credible policies on the economy, and we have to be socially inclusive. We have to be a party of Canadians of all races, religions, creeds, and backgrounds, a party that any Canadian from coast to coast feels comfortable being a part of.
Friends, now the real work begins. We could be into an election campaign as soon as this fall. But as more than 260,000 passionate Conservatives have already shown in this record-breaking leadership amidst a pandemic, the Conservative Party will be ready for the next election. And we will win the next election.
Reporting for Halton News, I'm Melissa Candelaria.